So this is a little bit of an oddball question because it doesn't fit nicely into like our strength and weaken or really an inference question. It's an alternative explanation that we're looking for as an answer choice, which brings me to a good point. Like we try to classify things and we try to organize ourselves so that we have an idea of what to do. But at the end of the day, you just have to answer the damn question. Like you just have to know what you're trying to do and find an answer choice that accomplishes that. So the setup here is we have a couple facts and then we have the argument. And the argument is the awareness of cost is what leads to the higher attendance for the people who bought just one play instead of multiple or festival tickets instead of multiple festival tickets. So we're looking for an alternative explanation. Instead of awareness of cost, something else is leading to this attendance. And it has to follow the evidence that was presented to us. So it can't be contradictory like answer choice C. Answer choice C says those who attended all 10 plays became eligible for a refund. Well, that would make me think that attending all 10 plays would be like an incentive, which wouldn't explain the fact that people who bought tickets to 10 plays had a much higher no-show rate than people who only bought tickets for one play. So that's contradictory. Now, E is totally irrelevant for me. People who arrived just before the performance began could not be assured of obtaining seats. We don't know from the setup which of these people are showing up right before the play. It could be the people that bought one ticket or the people that bought 10 tickets. So I don't see how this has any bearing on the difference between the two, since we don't know which one it affects, and it probably affects both. B, many people who attended the theater festival believe strongly that they should support it financially. First of all, scope words like many are a delicate subject on the GMAT in critical reasoning. So just be aware that that means like there's a lot of people that do it, but not everyone. It's a stronger word than some, but it's still not like the majority or anything like that. I think it's flirting up against like the majority or most. But many is just like a good number of people, maybe not over 50% though. And I think also it's irrelevant because I don't think this has a bearing on one or the other in terms of the people who bought 10 or the people who bought one ticket. But between A and D, A says the price per ticket was slightly cheaper for those who bought all 10 tickets in advance. And D says usually people who bought tickets to individual plays did so immediately prior to each performance that they attended. Does answer choice A explain why these people would not be showing up at as high a rate when they buy 10 tickets? I don't think it does. I mean, I think that it makes sense that people who pay slightly less for tickets may receive like a discount substantial enough where, say you only wanted to go to 7 shows, right? If they cost $20 a ticket, so that would be $140 for 7 shows, but you could buy a 10 pack for $100, then that's like a significant savings of $40 to buy the 10 pack, even if you only go to 7 of the shows. So 7 shows at $20, if that was like the individual show price, $140, 10 shows for $100, you would save $40. But notice that they said slightly, and that scope language leads me to think that this is not the situation because this is a pretty serious discount, right? So if it was a slight advantage, then you're not getting some sort of like a bulk discount that makes it more logical for you to buy 10 tickets to only attend 7 shows than to buy all 7 shows separately. Because you would have to have like a 30% discount in price in terms of buying the 10 pack versus the one-on-one tickets in order for them to be equal. And if you say slightly, that doesn't lead me to think 30%. That seems like a more significant number than slight, which leads us to answer choice D, which is basically people show up right before the performance when they're buying individual tickets. So they're already planning on going. And that makes sense because if you're buying tickets well in advance, you might not know about some like conflict that you have that comes up or something like that. So there's a logical storyline here. It does involve a bit of a jump, but answer choice D is our answer. And process of elimination is your best friend in this situation.